Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like this video, and also post any comments you guys may have for me or whatever, and I'll be more than happy to answer. And I'll set all my information at the bottom if you guys want to follow my other social media as well. So today I'm gonna be designing 3 characters. While I do that, I also wanted to talk to you guys about a small disclaimer I have. Just a little one. Basically, the type of person I am, so nobody gets butt hurt, because my intention again is to spread positivity, share my story and how I deal with things, how I've done things, and so on and so forth. So a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about is the stuff that I've been through, stuff that I've experienced, things that I've seen, my own personal life, and how I've dealt with things. Boop. Hey guys, it's your girl Maggie Z. Thank you for joining my channel, and please don't forget to subscribe down below, and also don't forget to like and share and leave a comment below of other things you'd like me to talk about. Also, thank you guys for all your support. You guys have been awesome. I love you guys. You guys rock. I'm gonna talk about a topic I had. So this is a talk I had with a friend of mine today. We were talking about, so we always see the good in other people. And me personally, I've been at fault of doing that for so long as well, that it got me into a lot of trouble. In other words, like previous partners or friends even, I always try to see the good in them, and I always fail to see the truth in them. So I think what's key is to try to see the truth in people. But before we do that, and how we do that, we gotta see the truth in ourselves. If you don't see the truth in yourself, in other words, like if you fail to see who you are as a person, you know, things you like if you know you won't tolerate certain people or actions and certain people's way of being, if you don't tolerate that in your life, then you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of who you are, what you like, and what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate. Because if you don't make those beliefs into values, later on when you go out in life, about your day, you end up meeting people and you end up failing to see who they really are as a person, and you constantly end up making mistakes, constantly keep trying to keep them in your life because you keep trying to see the good in them. And in doing that, it just takes away from who you are as your own person. And I learned this the hard way, and it took me trial and error to learn this. You know, from the people that I've been with, the people I would hang out with. Yeah, and it hurt me a lot. You know, we end up staying with the wrong person for the wrong reasons because we think they'll change. But in the end, it's not their word that counts after they've done you wrong so many times, or after they hurt you so much. In the end, it's their actions that speak louder, speaks in so many volumes you guys do not understand. So before you go out picking, you know, who you want to choose as friends or as your family, you have to first see yourself as who you are as a person and what you will tolerate and so on. Once you know all this about yourself, when you come across other people, you'll know, if you won't tolerate a person who's constantly lying for whatever reason, and that's just part of who they are. You'll know right away that's not the type of person that I want in my life. Or if this person has bad traits, as a friend, you'll know this person, this isn't the type of person that I want to be friends with. So those are the type of people you try to keep away from. It made me think a lot, like the type of people that I chose as friends and partners, and how I kept them for so long in my life for the wrong reasons, because I kept trying to see the good in them. But I was looking at it the wrong way. I wasn't looking for the truth in them, seeing them for who they truly are, and if they match who I am as a person in the end. So last year I did lose a lot of people, and I started kind of closing myself out from certain people, because I began to see the truth in people. I always saw the good in people, but when I needed help and I was trying to reach out, I began to see a lot of their traits, and how it no longer aligned with who I am as a person now. Because we all change, we must all change. It's just my mentor said, life is organic, so things have to keep changing and growing, and for that to happen you have to keep moving and you have to keep adjusting. If you don't adjust or move forward, you get stuck and your life slowly starts to kind of crumble. That's a whole different subject. Seeing the truth in people starts with seeing the truth in yourself, who you are as a person. I always try to see the best in people, like, they're good people, or they care about me, or they really do love me, or they're just having a bad day today, but usually they're good people. If you're constantly telling yourself this, and deep down inside that person is bad for you, then you're not seeing the truth in that person. The person is constantly destroying you, making you feel worthless, making you feel crappy about yourself more than once, doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, saying they'll change but they don't change. I'm sorry to say this to you, sweetie, but maybe that's just who they are, and you can either accept it and learn to live with it, or you can let them go and let somebody else deal with it, and you find yourself somebody that matches who you are, who your values. Because why waste your time and energy on a person who's not willing to change? That to me just seems like you're not worth it, because they're not willing to change their ways, and they know they're toxic, so they try to manipulate you, blaming you that you're the problem, you're at fault. Sometimes some people are the problem and they're at fault, but they don't see it. But again, that's a whole nother subject. If this person is constantly like making you feel worthless, and they're not adding to your life, they're just making you feel miserable, making you feel depressed, making your self-esteem feel like crap in the gutter, telling you that you're stupid, telling you that all these bad things about you, that you're a bad person, and they're out there doing all these things behind your back, or they're saying all these things behind your back and doing all these things that are hurting you. You should really reevaluate who that person truly is. So a lot of the mistakes a lot of people make And I've done that a lot of times. And that's when I learned last year, you know, about seeing the truth in the person, not the good in the person. Yeah, and I felt to see a lot of my truths as well. And so I ended up choosing a lot of bad partners. Yeah, so a lot of the mistakes we make is we tend to jump into a relationship really quick. We don't get to know the person, so we don't get to know the truth in a person. We get to just only see the good in the person. I learned the hard way, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to build a bond, a connection, get to know them, get to know who they truly are. You know, in a year, they won't show you who they are. You know, you're still in the puppy phase. But after a year or two, they start showing you their true colors, who they truly are. And that's when you have to decide, you know, do I want to continue being with this person? Or do I really want to get married to this person? Because after you see the truth in that person, who they are as a person, then you start seeing the good in that person. Because if you go to a person who's bad for you, and you know deep down this is like the person you do not want to be with, and you go jump into a relationship or get engaged or right away with this person because you just see the good in them, later on it's gonna bite you in the butt, and turns out that this person was just very toxic for you, and now you're stuck in a relationship with somebody you barely know. And now that you get to know them, you give yourself all these reasons and all these excuses why you should still stay in that relationship. And in the end, it's just hurting you, and it's just taking from you, and you lose yourself. You lose yourself completely as a person. And that is the worst thing you can do, is give yourself like that over a person who doesn't value you, who doesn't care about you. And I've seen so many times that people fall into, it becomes a mad cycle, and now you get pregnant because you're married to this person, and now you have a kid, and you stay with them because I'm staying with them for the kids. That is the lamest excuse I've ever heard. Sorry, not sorry. I think that is one of the worst things you can do, to be honest, is stay with another person that is so toxic to you just for your child. You know, you love your child so much, you want to give them the best, right? Why give them a shitty relationship? Or why put him in that situation where they grow up in a very toxic environment and they don't really get to know or understand what real love is, because they grow up seeing you fighting constantly with your significant other, and they're instilling all these values onto the kids, but the adults don't see it because they don't understand it either. And yeah, you just want to give the best for your kids, so you have to be a good role model, and you have to pick the right person, and it all starts from who you are as a person, seeing who you are as a person, seeing the truth in yourself first. If you don't know the things you like, if you don't know what type of things you'll tolerate and what type of things you will not tolerate from people, then maybe you should sit home alone one day and think about those things. If you're dating a person who is totally overstepping those boundaries of yours that you set for yourself, and they're not changing, making changes or making any life adjustments, and they're just completely hurting you, leave them. Because in the end, it's just going to be a domino effect. It's not just going to hurt you, it's going to hurt the next generation you build with them. It's going to just go into a whole big cycle all over again. And that's why we have all these broken homes, because We fail to see who we are. We fail to value who we are and not see the truth in ourselves first. And we end up making all these bad choices in life. And again, I speak from experience because I've done the same thing, and it was trial and error, and nobody. A life manual. I wish I had one of those to tell me this is what you need to do before you start dating, or this is what you need to do to survive in life, so on and so forth. Seeing who you are, seeing what your values are, what makes you you, it's very important, because what makes you you is what makes you special, and what makes you freaking amazing and wonderful. And that's what's gonna make the next person you meet and get with value you, and they're going to love you and adore you, and they're going to want to build a life with you and share all this love and abundance with you. And guess what? When you have kids with this person, it's just going to be amazing. And the kids, they get to see that, and they get to learn from that, rather than growing up in a broken home. This is all based on personal experience, and this is all based off things that I've seen with friends, with family, and strangers. This is all based off what I've seen, what I've experienced. I cannot stress how important it is to get to know yourself first before you jump into trying to let other people into your life, whether it be as a partner or a friendship. Shoot, even family. Sad to say, but there are family members out there who do not meet me at the same level that I'm in, if that makes any sense. One of the things about me is I'm very passionate about art, and I'm very passionate about helping animals and helping people. And I've had family members who are totally against that. That is okay. They have their reasons, again, and they have their own little values and everything. And I'm okay with that. If they don't agree with who I am as a person, and they get angry at me constantly, and they don't want to talk to me because I am who I am as a person, and they don't want to accept that, then that's totally fine with me. Because guess what? There's other people out there who love me for who I am and accept me for who I am. And I think that's what we need. We need more people to connect with, people who share the same values and the same ideas. There are people who do not understand, but you cannot be mad at them. You just have to be understanding that, okay, this person clearly went through something else and doesn't understand my views, and that is okay. So you move on, and you just don't talk to that person as much or at all, and you try to move on. Sure, my family doesn't agree with a lot of things I do and say, and that's totally cool with me, because guess what? For that one person that doesn't agree with me, I have 5 other people who do. And those are the people that I want in my life, because those are the people that, without those people, I won't believe in myself as much, and I wouldn't have much faith in this world, to be honest. So they add a lot to my life. And the people who try to direct my life in another direction, I just try to keep away from them, for my own sanity. And individuals forget that they have a lot more to offer, and they shouldn't let other people take them for granted. They shouldn't let other people control their lives. Life doesn't work like that. Thank you for following me. Thank you for watching and listening to me rant about nonsense. Please comment below of stuff that you'd like to talk about, or if you have comments about this or your thoughts. You know, I would love to get your thoughts, what you think and why do you think that, because I like to listen to other people and I like to learn from other people. And I think it's good to have an open mind and not be judgmental and be understanding, because the world lacks a lot of that. The world lacks compassion. Yeah, this year I would like to give some of that to people, to you guys. We need more compassionate people. We need more people that understand. And again, my whole purpose of the videos is to show you guys my artwork, as well as talk about my thoughts on things that go through my mind on a daily basis. Thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Again, leave a comment, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.